I don't think there's anybody else staying in the other two rooms. So I think that I've got the place to myself. I definitely have the room to myself because my friend was not able to make the trip. So I am sitting here on the lower bunk of a bunk bed. But so far I've had a really good time. I landed this morning at about 10 a.m. I got an Uber to my Airbnb, so I just dropped off my stuff and immediately went to go and meet a friend for coffee. We got some lunch and some coffee, and she walked me around part of the city, and it was just wonderful to see her after so many years. So now I have gotten myself ready. I came back after I met my friend and I took a little nap. But now I've gotten ready and I'm going to go out to a pub, get some dinner, get a Guinness, and just see where the night takes me. Got back to the room. It's about 2:21 p.m. And I got a couple things and I wanted to show them off. So I went to George's Street Arcade and it was really cute. I got some chocolates. This is a whiskey truffle, and this is an Irish cream liqueur truffle. Very excited about those. And I also got some Bailey's chocolates for my family. And also for my family, for my dad, I got this Irish coffee collection. Just little tins that'll fit really nicely in my suitcase. And then I am so enchanted with how proud Dublin is. I have been seeing so much pride stuff everywhere, and not just in the main street areas or in the neighborhood, but like everywhere that I have walked, there have been rainbow sidewalks, flags, and I ran into some people just raising money for a LGBTQ plus youth project, and I gave them a little bit, and they were just standing on the street corner yelling Happy Pride, and it just made my day. I stopped at the hemp store for while I'm here, and I like these packages. Oh, the youth organization also gave me a pair of shoelaces. At George's Street Arcade, I also picked up a couple of rings. I saw a really cute mesh top that had cathedral print on it. I tried it on. I meant to go back for it, and I forgot to. Um, but I got a couple rings that I'm really excited about. I got this one, and I got this one. How sick is this? So, I'm gonna wear these to the Florence concert. Very excited. And then, while I was on my way to the George's Street Arcade, I actually stopped into a theater called Smock Alley. My boss, Jim, my technical director, is always telling me to stop into theaters when I'm traveling and pass by and see if they'll let me backstage. And I did that at Smock Alley Theater today. And they were super nice. They let me see both of their spaces. They let me take a couple pictures, and they invited me to come see a show tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but it looks really fucking cool. It's called The Doldrums. After a decade living stealth, Lily is murdered by her long-suppressed subconscious, Lilith. Trapped in the purgatorial doldrums, she reflects on her life shaped by sex, lies, and self-sacrifice. No matter how far we run from ourselves, we can never escape who we truly are. So, that would be really sick to go to. But it was a really beautiful space, and apparently the oldest theater building in Ireland, which I think it's really sick that I just stumbled into that. That's really cool. And it turns out that the show they have in one of their spaces right now is for the Gaiety School, which when my friend was going to come with me on this trip, we were going to go see those showcases. So I ended up stumbling into the place we would have gone, which I think is a neat coincidence. I have a little San Pellegrino. If the camera's shaky, it's because you're balanced on a pizza box. But, you know, country girls make do. This is delicious. So, last night I ended up going out to the pub, and I had my first pint of Guinness. It was delicious, actually. I drink Guinness at home, but it was just way better than usual. I guess it's being in Ireland where it's fresh. I went to the pub and I sat and listened to some of the live music, and I wrote a little bit in my journal. I picked this up in Philly when I was there earlier this year at the Pennsylvania Museum of Art, and I am so excited that I get to take this to the National Gallery in a couple days, and it'll go from one gorgeous art museum to another, and I'm gonna take notes. They have Caravaggios there that I'm very excited to see. I was actually going to go today. My feet are killing me. So I was gonna go to the National Gallery today. I am not gonna be able to make that work today, but I have plenty of time this week to make it. It just won't be tomorrow. But I'm very excited for when that does happen. It's about 2:30. I've come back to the Airbnb, and I'm going to have a little rest and relaxation, and I'm going to tend to my poor feet, and then I think I'm going out tonight with someone I met on an app. No matter what, I'm going to have fun. Tomorrow morning I have a bus tour to the Wicklow Mountains that I'm really excited about. And then I'm going to come back, I'm going to get tattooed, and then I'm going to the Ethel Cain concert. So Ethel is at Fairview Park. And then the night after that, I'm going to see Florence and the Machine at Marley Park. So, two of my favorite female vocalists of all time. I could not be more excited, and it's going to be great. For now, I'm going to go have a rest, and I'll see you later.
good ones.
Oh, yeah!
You're taking over.
So it's been a couple days since my last update. Wow, this is the first time I've spoken out loud today. My voice is shot because of 2 consecutive concerts. So I'm gonna tell you about it. I think the last time I checked in, when was the last time I checked in? The last time I checked in, I was getting ready for a date. It went really well. I had a really fun time. I got in at about 2 a.m. We hit a bunch of bars, including this really private, reservation only cocktail bar. It was beautiful. It was super dark and moody and just gorgeous. But it was hidden behind a really sketchy, nondescript, like graffiti door. I didn't know what I was walking into. But yeah, we did like a pub crawl. I got home late, and then the next morning, which was Saturday, I was up at 7 a.m. So I got less than 5 hours of sleep. And I was at the bus stop by 8 o'clock for a Glendalough and Wicklow Mountains tour. It was just lovely. It really, it, I felt something in my brain like click into place while I was there. It looked like the Misty Mountains. It was raining, but I loved the fact that it was raining. It was magical. The rain was like coming down on the canopy on the hike up to the mountain, or up to the upper lake. Um, there were dogs playing in the water. There were like children playing and babies laughing, and like it was just such a lovely experience. But I also got several moments alone because I was there so early. So I really felt like I got to experience both sides of that, both people enjoying the park and me being able to enjoy the park by myself as well. And I know I have to go back. I have to see what it looks like in the sunshine. If I had seen it in the sunshine, I would want to see what it looked like in the rain. Um, it was just stunning, so misty and so beautiful. And then I got back to Dublin around 1 o'clock on Saturday, and I walked straight to a tattoo appointment. I got this tattoo on my thumb. I love it so much. Vanessa Cott is the artist's name, and her Instagram, I'll put her Instagram up on the screen. I mean, she was so lovely. Her studio is very new, but she's got a great vision for it. It's already super beautiful. I didn't get much footage there because I was just so excited about the tattoo. But she was super lovely to chat with. She gave me some great recommendations. After my tattoo was done, I came back here to the Airbnb for about an hour and a half, and I got ready for the Ethel Cain concert. Hold on, I need a tea break. So I met some girls in the queue, and there were 5 of us plus one of their boyfriends, and we all bonded really quickly. It turned out we had a lot in common. 3 of the girls were Irish, 2 of them came together, one of them came alone, and then the last girl was Spanish. She came from Spain with her boyfriend for the concert. And we got a cute little Polaroid photo together in line, and we stuck together throughout the whole concert. And now we have an Instagram group chat where we're sending memes to each other. So it's just really lovely, and I'm really happy to have made some, I hope, genuine friends here. Came home from the concert just wired, and I don't think I got to sleep that night until 4 a.m., 4:30. The sky was starting to get light, but I was so excited and so happy from having seen such an incredible concert, and on Pride weekend, no less. I didn't realize when I booked this trip that it was going to be Pride weekend, but I have been seeing queer people everywhere, and they are happy, and they are fighting for the rest of the queer people in the world who don't have what we have right now. And like, I stumbled into a protest against Palestine. I've seen Israel boycott things everywhere, and more than that, there's just this air of, yes, we have this, what can we do to make it better, even better for the rest of us? but at the same time, it's just pure joy and celebration in the streets right now. And even this morning, Monday, I still saw somebody walking with a pride flag around their shoulders as I was having my smoke this morning. And I don't know, it's just really lovely to be in a city that has so much pride. Anyway, I woke up late yesterday, Sunday, and I essentially got ready um, and went straight to Marley Park for the Florence concert. I arrived there at maybe 3:30 or 4 o'clock, um, and the concert started at like 7:30 was I think when the opener first started. So in the interim, I got food. I went to the merch stand and looked around. I ended up not getting anything at the Florence merch stand, but I did get this hat at the Ethel one, which I love. Um, and I got some ice cream. I sat on the grass and I read a book. I read Madonna in a Fur Coat, which my friend lent me. And unfortunately, yesterday at the concert, a drunk Irishman poured Guinness all over this book, so it got wet after I read some of it. The inside is fine, it's just the cover got a little bit beat up. But I am sure that British won't won't blame me for the actions of a drunk Irishman. Um, I'm really liking the book so far. I just really enjoyed my time just hanging out in the park before it got busy, and then I was not in front standing. I was in general admission, but I got a spot very very close to the barricade in general admission. Um, So by the probably last third of the concert, a spot on the barricade had opened up. I was able to see the screens as a short person, which was really nice. I had a decent view the whole time, but it just got better as the night went on, and I could hear incredibly well, and that was the most important part to me. I had an amazing spot for Ethel in the front standing section, and an amazing spot given how big the park was for Florence. Florence was indescribable. Ethel was phenomenal. Um, by the second song for Florence, I was in tears and it didn't stop. I was simply inconsolable and so happy and so grateful to be here. And that feeling hasn't worn off. I am still so happy and so grateful that I have been fortunate enough to have this opportunity to travel. I know it's not an opportunity that many people have, and it's one that I didn't have for most of my life, or actually until now, really. So it makes me very happy, but also makes me want to do more to empower the people around me to do the same. I really want my sisters and I to visit Dublin, and to visit Cove, where some of our family is from. Um, and one of my sister and I's friends is getting married in Dublin next year. She lives here. And so I think there's an opportunity for us to do that, which is very exciting. So um, lots to look forward to. Um, I am taking it slow this morning, but I am just about ready to head out to the National Gallery of Ireland. I'm very excited to see the Caravaggios, and everything else that they have in store. But I think it's going to be a pretty short day for me today because my feet are literally bleeding.
they are not doing well. um, and it is possible I'll need to buy a second pair of shoes when I'm in Turkey. So the update is that I will now be going to Turkey on my own. My friend, through some unfortunate circumstances, is not going to be able to join me after all. So I'm going to do this whole trip alone. And I'm very sad. I'm going to miss him, but I'm also still, I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to make sure of that. I've got a hostel in Galata, um, which he says is a great place to stay. And he sent me a whole Google document of recommendations for every region in the city that I might possibly go to. So it's gonna be a good time, and I'm really excited. So I'm sure I'll have more to say later. I blew up my sister's phone after the Florence concert last night. I just have so much to say and so many emotions about that, and same for Ethel. Um, but Florence, it just goes back deeper. I have been a fan since Lungs came out, and um, her music has been with me for all of that time. And it's the second time I've seen her live, but the first time I have bought my own ticket and gotten myself, especially this far away from home, and out of my comfort zone, to see her and to do all of this. And I'm proud of myself. And I know I have a ways to go, but I'm happy with where I am, and I'm enjoying the journey. So let's go to the museum.